What is up, ninjas? We had an absolutely insane launch day. Almost 100 people joined the Facebook Ads Ninja Masterclass in one day. And today we're gonna go way deeper. And we have something very special for you at the end of this video. So stay tuned, check it out. Let's take a deep dive into the best Facebook ads course on the market. Stay tuned. What is up, ninjas? Welcome inside of the Ninja Masterclass Facebook Ads Edition. This is the best course that I've ever made. By far, I've poured my heart and soul into this, and I know I always say that, but it's because it's always true, guys. And we already had literally 100 people join yesterday, so thank you guys so much if you're watching this one right now. This probably won't be that applicable to you, but if you're thinking about joining the Facebook Ads Ninja Masterclass, then this video is going to be very educational for you because we're going to go a little bit deeper as to actually what's inside, right? So in the first module, we really break down kind of what Facebook Ads is. Vocabulary that you need to know, right? Because Facebook ads, like any profession or any like mastery, has its own kind of jargon, its own vocabulary that if you don't really understand what it means, then it's going to be very hard for you to have like a real kind of intelligent conversation with people about Facebook ads with other marketers, right? Which is a very important part of diving into, you know, some type of expertise. And so we talk about things like what custom audiences are. We talk about things like what lookalike audiences are. We talk about how to properly install and utilize the power of the pixel, right? Because if you're not using the Facebook pixel correctly, you're leaving hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars on the table, depending on the size of your business, right? No matter what, if you're not using the pixel correctly, you're leaving money on the table and you're not being as profitable as you can be. So we teach you exactly how to set Facebook ads up kind of the right way. We teach you about all of kind of the back end vocabulary, and we teach you about, most importantly, the Ninja Pixel strategy, which is a strategy that I use kind of just to make sure that you're really taking advantage of all of the little secrets and hacks that you know, is my specialty to figure out in these types of things. And so we have, like always, so much in here for you guys, right? A ton of different videos, a ton of different kind of resources here, you know, tabs that I use, like little software things that I figured out. Most of them are free, all different types of videos here for you guys to check out. And as always, guys, we do have these PDFs that accompany it, and these PDFs are ridiculously detailed. Like, look at how long this is. Like, it's 17 pages, and this is just for the very first module. This is step by step by step, everything that you could possibly need, even if you've never used Facebook in your entire life, right? Even a personal Facebook, but if you've never used Facebook ads, any type of the platform, if you've never heard of Business Manager, if you've never run an advertisement before in your entire life, right? With this PDF and with these videos accompanying the PDFs, you will be able to go from complete beginner with zero technical knowledge into somebody who's actually really being, you know, able to make a substantial amount of money with Facebook ads. So that is the first module. The second module kind of goes really deep into the actual platform itself, right? So like, this is when we're talking about actually how to implement and use the Facebook ads platform. So we show you all different types of things, right? The Ninja ad lifecycle. So this is where we talk about, and you know, without giving too much away, but this is where we talk about, you know, how to properly structure an ad the right way, because a lot of people are making a lot of mistakes when it comes to, you know, how they're creating their ad campaigns, because Facebook allows you to create a number of different marketing objectives, right? You can run traffic campaigns, you can run conversion campaigns, reach, right? There's all different types of campaigns, but people aren't using them correctly, right? Like, for example, when people start a brand new campaign, they don't have any pixel data. They might go out and create a conversion campaign, right? Like a purchase conversion campaign, but they're wasting money doing it that way because that's the most expensive type of marketing objective that should only be used after you actually have purchase data, right? The correct way to do it, we reveal here, but I mean, I'll give you a little preview to it. The best way to run an ad is to create social proof for that ad, right? I always say nothing draws a crowd quite like a crowd, from my boy P.T. Barnum right here, which is such a true quote, right? If someone sees an advertisement on Facebook and it has one like, right, they're not going to stop, they're not going to pause, they're just going to keep scrolling through their feed and looking at their, you know, friends' dogs' pictures. But if they see an ad that has, you know, 1,000 likes, then they might be saying, okay, if 1,000 people, you know, took time out of their busy lives to like that ad, then maybe I should pay attention to. And it's just, it's subconscious, right? People's psychology psychologically do this. And so the Ninja ad lifecycle, we teach you how to get social proof on your ads, right, in the forms of likes, comments, shares, for pennies on the dollar compared to how everyone else is doing it. And then we teach you how to leverage that into a traffic campaign, even if you have zero traffic, right? If you just started a Shopify store, if you just started on Amazon, right? If you just started a website and you have no traffic and no pixel data, we teach you how to bring traffic to your website completely cheaper than any other way that you could possibly do it, right? And so this is everything that we go into. We talk about, DPAs, catalog scale sales for Shopify, for example. We teach you all of the best ways to utilize Facebook ads in all of the different kind of passive income mediums. We go deep into Amazon FBA. We go, how to run traffic directly to an Amazon listing without without having to use a landing page, right? We teach you how to pixel people from Facebook ads directly to an Amazon listing. It's a patented ninja strategy where we're going to show you guys how to do that without having to use landing pages, without having to do all of that, and how to create custom audiences of people who click your Amazon FBA ads, and then you can retarget them, right? Which is unbelievably profitable. Everyone who knows Facebook ads, everyone who uses Facebook ads knows that, the way that you're profitable with Facebook ads is by retargeting people correctly, leveraging the power of the pixel through custom audiences that are super, super laser targeted based on people's actual actions, right? And that's a perfect segue, right? So module 3, we talk about how to define your perfect audience. And remember, guys, module 2 also has a huge amount of resources too, right? Like, let's look at this PDF. So this one's 19 pages, and this is not fluff at all, guys. Every one of these is a tutorial on how to install the pixel on the main platforms, right? We talk about the ad lifecycle, exactly how to set it up with real screenshots in the platform. Like, none of it, this is the farthest thing from high level. This is everything you could possibly need to know to become super, super successful on Facebook ads, even if you're a complete beginner, right? And so we have that for each one of the modules. So module 3, we go deeper into actually how to create audiences. So we talk about how to create super, super laser targeted audience, no matter what your business is, right? It doesn't matter if you're, a local real estate agent. We talk about how to target and find people to get new leads for your business, right? It doesn't matter if you're, an internet marketer. It doesn't matter if you're an e-commerce seller. We talk about the best ways and the cheapest ways and the most efficient ways to create laser targeted audiences, no matter what your specific business is. You can use the same strategies, right? There are little tweaks, and we talk about all of those, but we talk about how to actually leverage the tools that Facebook gives you, because there's a lot of ways that people just don't understand. Like, for example, you can actually create what's called a custom audience based on view percentage. So like, if you create like a video ad, right, for example, or maybe, you can even do it with pictures through a slideshow hack that I talk about, but you can actually retarget people based on how much of a video they watch. So if someone watches 25% of your video, for example, or 50% of your video ad, you can actually create a custom audience and show an additional ad to only people who viewed a 50% or more of your video. It's unbelievable what you're capable of doing. You just have to know how to do it. And we go through every single one of the things that you could possibly want to figure out and use for audience strategies. In module 4, we talk about actually how to create ads, right? We talk about ad copy, right? The actual text that you put inside of an ad, how to write those, in a world-class way. We show literally like a million examples. The Ninja Ad Vault we actually use. This is a huge collection of ads that I've literally been gathering over years that I keep inside of one of my Google Drive folders, and I share it with you guys. So there's a ton of different images. There's a ton of different actual ad copy, right? All the actual words that are part of ads that convert like crazy, and we show you the creative that converts like crazy, right? These are psychological tricks that billion-dollar companies are using that we're really disseminating into a kind of an actionable blueprint or tutorial that you can follow along with and actually apply to your business, right? So you don't have to be a billion-dollar company to use billion-dollar company ad strategies. You just have to kind of have the eye for it and then be able to really kind of simplify it into a way that can be applied to any business. And that's exactly what we've done, right? How to leverage human psychology to actually really make these things work and get people actually interested enough to click an ad and make Facebook ads for you profitable very, very soon. Because the big problem that people have is even if they're trying on Facebook ads, they've done it for a little bit, right? It's making it profitable quickly because, a lot of people think that you have to spend $10,000 on Facebook before you're profitable, right? The very first ad that I ran on Facebook, I was profitable profitable because I understood kind of what I was doing, right? And did it take me some time and energy and effort to learn that? Yeah, absolutely. But once I knew what I was doing, and once I knew I had a product that would sell well, and once I knew, the things that I needed to kind of do to make this work, then yes, my very, very first ad, after I had already built that knowledge, was profitable. And the best part about joining a program, especially if you have faith in the person who's actually teaching it, right? Like I've shown in the last video, I showed an ad account where we spent, I think, a little bit less than $100,000 and made over $1 million from it, right? So it was a 10x return. So I obviously know what I'm talking about with Facebook ads, and finding a mentor that knows what he's talking about and you trust that you can learn from is the fastest, best possible way that you can really kind of catapult yourself into an expert the quickest, most efficient way. You don't have to kind of go through all the trial and error. You don't have to go through all the trials and tribulations, right? You kind of just skip the line, so to speak, and then just go straight from a beginner to an expert without all the pain that's involved kind of learning it yourself. And that's the beautiful part, right? So let's talk about Module 5, because Module 5 is probably the most important module, I think, maybe of any course I've ever made. Because Module 5 teaches you how to make a digital marketing company, right? And you might be thinking to yourself, like, I don't know anything about Facebook ads. How could I make a digital marketing company? It's actually much, much easier than you think. And we go through kind of some of the math behind a Facebook ads agency. Because really, guys, if you can get 4 people to say yes, you can make more than the average American makes in a year. And I know that might seem kind of vague, but I'm intentionally making it vague because it's so much easier than people think. With Facebook ads, if you can get 4 human beings to say yes, which is so much easier than people think, you can make more than the average American makes in a year. And one of my students really is making he had 28 people tell him yes in the first few months, one of my beta testers, and he was making $28,000 every single month in profit just from what's contained in this one module. And it's crazy because, I mean, there's a lot here, obviously, but it's just crazy that, something this small and seemingly insignificant can completely change someone's life. But that's the beauty of knowledge, right? That's the beauty of expertise. That's the beauty of understanding. And that's the beauty, hopefully, of this module for, many, many more of my students. And so what this is, guys, is it teaches you how to actually leverage Facebook ads into its own independent source of passive income, right? So like, we're not talking about using Facebook ads to sell products on Shopify. We're not talking about using Facebook ads to sell products on Amazon. We're not talking about Facebook ads to sell any product or service. What we're talking about is running Facebook ads for other businesses, right? So if you are running Facebook ads for other businesses, if you are making them more money than you cost, then they are going to absolutely love you, and they're going to refer you to all of their friends, and then all of a sudden your digital marketing company starts to explode, right? And that is what happens so much more often than people think with this, because all you need to do is understand how to do this once, and then once you deliver results, people are going to refer you to every single one of their friends. And we teach you exactly how to find your first client, even if you've never done anything related to creating a Facebook ad agency in your entire life. We teach you how to find your first client within 24 hours. We show you my exact templates that I use to actually close new clients, right? And so we share, the email template, the phone template, everything that you could possibly need. We show you exactly how to do it. There's no guessing, there's no high level, there's none of that BS whatsoever. The main reason I even started a YouTube, a year ago was because of some of those high level BS courses that I felt like I was paying money for, but they weren't really giving me the exact tools that I needed. They were giving me a lot of high level knowledge, but then I had to kind of go figure it out for myself. This course and this module is the exact opposite of that. It gives you everything you possibly need in chronological order to be successful, even if you've never done this in your life. If you have no technical experience, none of that. Everything you need to create a Facebook ads agency running ads for other businesses is contained within this module. And the beautiful part, guys, is the average that people pay is $1,000 a month, right? So if you sign one client, that's all of a sudden that's $12,000 a year. And the beautiful thing, guys, is there's no cost of goods sold, right? There's no traditional expenses. There's no upfront cost. There's no overhead. the $1,000 a month that they pay you is purely profit. The only thing that you're contributing to this is your time. And so there's almost no startup costs, right? There are some, like you have to have, some type of landing page software, but it's so minimal compared to every other business. And it's so underutilized compared to, Shopify and things like that are so mainstream and so many people are trying to do. The competition is so high. No one is creating Facebook ads agencies in the way that we teach this. This is a brand new opportunity that's completely going to revolutionize, passive income for so many people who decide to take the first step and join our advertising family. And then so module 6 is how to retarget, optimize, and scale to the moon. And so, what this means, guys, is optimization is one of the most important parts of Facebook ads. Those who test succeed. And that's like a very beautiful kind of summary of Facebook ads and a lot of different businesses, right? But Facebook ads especially, people who split test and people who understand how to optimize and scale on Facebook are the ones who win, and the ones who win in a very large way, right? So, if you're spending $100 and making $500 back, then all of a sudden when you're spending $1,000, you're making $5,000 back, right? That's kind of the idea of scaling. And while it's not that simple, obviously, there are ways to do it if you understand how, right? And we go through exactly how to scale and optimize. And then importantly, right, retarget. Retargeting people the correct way is how you profit. If you do a bunch of top of funnel campaigns or kind of initial campaigns and you break even on all that, let's say you spend $1,000, you make $1,000 back, that's very, very common. And then retargeting, all of a sudden you're spending another $1,000 and you're making $10,000 back. The way that the opportunity and the way that people profit from Facebook is via retargeting. That's the way that expert marketers really, really scale and profit. Because once someone's shown interest, they're so much exponentially, infinitely more likely to actually buy something, right? And so if you're zero sum, if you're making zero money on your initial kind of cold traffic, that's actually very, very good, right? If you can market to a cold audience and you can actually break even on that, which we're going to show you exactly how to do in this course, that is absolutely fantastic, right? Because where you're going to really profit and have unbelievably huge profits is retargeting the correct way. And this module is in depth, right? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's like 20 plus videos and just in this one module, and it's going to really make a huge difference for you guys. How to retarget, how to optimize, and how to, most importantly, scale your ads, because that's the important part, right? If you're spending $5 a day and making $10 a day, that's not going to change your life. But if you're spending $500 a day and making $1,000 a day from it, that might be able to change your life. So understanding how to properly scale is one of the best and most important things that you can possibly understand regarding Facebook ads. And so this is the Ninja Masterclass Facebook Ads Edition. It took me a year and literally millions of dollars of my money to figure out all of these strategies, and it's kind of condensed all of the years of advertising on Facebook, millions of dollars spent on Facebook advertising, everything that I've learned from other multimillionaires that I've met in the past years, is all condensed into this one beautiful, succinct, chronological course that you guys can literally have access to today if you choose to, and immediately apply to your own business, whatever it is. Or if you want to create a passive stream of income specifically from Facebook ads, you can do that too. It's all here. It's yours for life if you decide that you do want to join, guys. And you also get access to our private student group. And I said this yesterday, and we had over 100 people join on the very first day, but the best time to join these type of courses is right now. Like with my Amazon and with my Shopify courses that I released, 6 months and a year ago, the people who joined at the beginning are the ones who are the most successful because they had the most kind of one-on-one time, with me and with each other. And we were all just kind of a core group. So if you want to join now, you are going to kind of be here on the ground floor. You're going to have the most kind of intimate one-on-one time with each other. We're going to grow as a family. Everyone's going to learn from each other. And that's the best possible time that you guys will be able to, join and become part of the family. And you can come to all of our fun meetups in Las Vegas and, Mexico and Thailand and San Diego and all of these fun things that we have planned coming up, guys. And so, I'd love for you guys to join, and I'm going to do something that is a little kind of rare for me, but I am going to give you guys a big discount code. So normally we do retail this course for $19.97, but we're actually going to do something very special here. We're going to give you $1,000 off if you're watching this video, right, we're not gonna leave this code up forever, but if this code does work at the checkout, right, on the order page, then which will be the first link in this video, or the first link is gonna be the webinar, the second link will be directly to the order page. And so if Blue Ninja, right, no spaces, all capital letters, if Blue Ninja affects the price, right, it takes it from $19.97 down to $9.97, then it is still active. I can't guarantee how long it'll be active, guys, but it will be active for the next little bit. And so I just want to reward you guys for watching, all of my videos and for supporting me, because I love you guys so much. You guys mean the world to me, obviously. And I'd love to have every single one of you who's watching this still join the Facebook ads family. I am so active in the private group right now. I can't wait to help every single one of you guys. Again, instantly save $1,000 off. This won't be around forever, but it is active right now. So join the family, guys. I hope to see every one of you there so we can absolutely start to kill Facebook ads, apply it to your business, and we can all be financially free together, guys. So see you on the next one.